Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel, because in this episode we continue converting the garden shed in my back garden into a blacksmith's forge. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're now up to a very exciting part of converting the garden shed into a blacksmith's forge. This is the part where we start to put the anvil on the log in the smithy. This is the heart of any forge. It's the anvil, it's the hearth. So I've been out in the bush and I've got myself a massive log. That log is big enough for my anvil to sit on. All I've got to do now is dig a hole to the appropriate depth. I'll speak about that a little bit later on. And then put the log into the hole, pack it in. I've just done a video on a crowbar. I'm going to be digging that hole with, along with a shovel of course. And then I'm going to fix that anvil down using these spikes that I made. These, I call them a deck spike. They're like a big nail. We're going to put that in. We're going to secure the anvil in the traditional way that it was done here in the southwest of Western Australia, by spiking the anvil down and securing it on top of that log. And then once that's in future videos we'll go on to establishing the hearth, and then we can get forging. So let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a look at this log and get that log into the ground. I'm getting very excited now, because we are very close to having that smithy actually working. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the log that I've got out in the bush. Showed you a bit of a quick whip round of it there. This is a local hardwood species of log. It was a fallen log. It's dry. It's quite large. Now I did a measurement on my anvil before I went out to get that, and I knew that I needed to have this log at 40 centimeters across. That's 16 inches. I measured from one foot to the other foot on my anvil, and I know that my anvil will fit precisely on this. I don't want one that's too big, because this is very heavy. It took two of us to get it out of the bush, and well, we struggled, quite frankly. So what I've got to do now, I've got to use my crowbar that I've done a forging video of this crowbar. I'm going to go inside the smithy now, dig a hole that's just big enough to get that in there, do my anvil height. It's very important to have this out, the exact height out of the ground for me, because it's no good if it's too low. If it's too high, I can just chop a little bit off, but if it's too low, that's no good for me. I can't really pack it out. So that was never the way it was done anyway. And then I'm going to secure this anvil with 4 spikes, which is the traditional method of the way it was done around here in Western Australia. All the old anvils I've seen, all the old smithies I've seen, they're all put down that way. There's no chains, there's no nuts and bolts or any of that kind of stuff. It was 4 stakes bashed into the log, folded over the legs. I'll show that a little bit later on once this is in. So all I've got to do now is dig a very big hole. Excellent. Wiggling forward, if we kind of lean it back and kind of wiggle him forward, you know, hold the weight of the whole log. Yeah. No problem. Just drop him there. I'm still on the hip. That's in. Yeah. With it. Go. Come on. Yep, about there. Hold on. I'm going to leave it that way.
Well, that'll stop it digging in the hole.
Right. Yeah. That's it, you can. Oh! Ha ha ha! Alright, that took a bit of work, but every single bead of sweat was worth it. Ha ha ha! We got our log in the hole, yeah beauty! Ha ha ha! bit extra. That'll do. Ready to go. Chop it down to 600 mils. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so the stage we're up to now, we've put the log into the ground, we've tamped it in, I've got my chainsaw and I've leveled it off very nicely. All I've got to do now is take this anvil, put it onto the log, and then we're going to level it to make sure it's nice and level. And then I'm going to fix it in with those 4 stakes that I'd already forged. I've showed them in the previous video. And then we're ready for action. So let's go, let's do it. Let's get this anvil into this forge and get it on the stump. I'm getting excited. Yeah, come on, let's go. 189 pounds, that's nothing. Let's go, yeah, come on, get in here. In. She's on, look at that. Turn it around the right way. That is absolutely beautiful. Now this stump, it's not exactly flat, and because this is a wrought iron anvil, the legs are not, it's not like they're machined off or anything, they were smashed on by a giant power hammer. So we have to tune this up now. It's no good just as it is. It needs that fine tuning, and that's the next step. We're going to see if it's level, fine tune it, and then we'll stake it down. Okay, I reckon I'm about 3/4 of an inch high on this end over here, and also it's low on this side and high on my side. So I need to cut this log down a little bit on my side. I was just walking around the anvil, as you saw with the chainsaw footage, and I've walked uphill, so the cut's gone uphill. That doesn't matter, we'll soon fix that up. So what I'll do now, I'll get my chainsaw, do a little bit of chainsawing on top of this log, and then we'll try and get it down a little bit lower. We'll keep doing that until we got it flat. Okay, chainsaw time, yeah! Okay folks, we're right up to the most exciting point of all. This is where we're going to set our anvil with these little spikes. I'm going to put one in each corner first. I'm not going to drive them right in because it will move the anvil around. These are set very, very close and on an angle like that, then they're going to get bent over. Appropriately, I'm going to use my little 2-pound blacksmith's cross peen hammer. I think this is quite an old hammer actually. We're going to knock it in with that. Just because I'm a sentimental old idiot. So this is how we're going to do it. Okay, so I'll set 4 spikes first and then we'll drive them over. Ready to go. There's one. There's the next one. And last one. This one's a little bit big, but it should be okay. Okay, now we'll drive them in. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there you are. That was a big day that we've had here at the smithy. We've dug a big hole, we put our giant log in there, we've got it to the right height, chainsawed it off, we've leveled it all properly, got our anvil on there, drilled our 4 holes, put our stakes in the way that it would have been done back in the 1850s. That's true and level now, it's exactly where I want it. We went that hard, I actually broke my hammer. Actually, that's how hard we were smashing away at it and trying to get things right and making adjustments and doing all that kind of thing. I broke my poor little hammer. So there you go. Well, I'll have to put a new handle on that now. But I hope you're really enjoying this little series so far. This is part 4 of turning my garden shed into a blacksmith's workshop. We are almost there. All I have to do now is sort out the hearth. I've had a bit of a change of heart on some of the ways that I want to do that. Keep you posted in a future video of what's happening there. So that's all I've got for you for today. So I hope you're following this little series along and you're enjoying what you're seeing, and maybe if you want to make a blacksmith's workshop in your garden shed, we may be giving you a few ideas of things you may wish to do, or maybe something you hadn't thought of. I don't know, but I really hope it's being helpful to you. If not, just kick back and watch the entertainment. So until part 5 comes along, thanks very much for watching and see you later.